overnight period, then our temperature will raise. So we're going to be changing over to freezing rain, then likely to rain as we bump up around 4 degrees, and then as the temperature drops, we could be back into a snow situation. So as I said, it's a messy travel situation for drivers and for anyone taking any method of transport, so you want to be prepared for that. Cold in behind that on Saturday, -1, and lots of snowfall, especially up to the lee of the upper Great Lakes. So we'll keep an eye on that. More news on your weather this week coming up in just a little bit. Back to you, Taz.
Thanks, Michelle. A U.S. federal appeals court has upheld a $290 million judgment against Microsoft. Now, in a patent case launched by Toronto-based I4I Incorporated and issued an injunction that will prevent the sale of its popular Word software. The court injunction is set to go into effect January 11th. Microsoft has said such a bar would prohibit the sale of all currently available versions of Microsoft Word and Microsoft Office, and that both it and the public will suffer if Word goes off the market while the company devises a workaround. The decision does not affect copies of the programs sold before the injunction goes into effect. Well, let's take a look at the markets. The TSX is up 34 points, the Dow is up 48, and the Nasdaq has added 14. The Canadian dollar is trading at 94.76 cents US. Gold is trading at about $1,084.20 an ounce, and oil is up 67 cents to $74.39 a barrel. An Australian man will be doing a lot more giving than receiving this Christmas. Dennis Stevenson has set up a Spirited Christmas shop where people who need Christmas gifts can pick something up. Most of the possessions are his own, but he's invited others to make donations. One woman donated new items from her own store to be given away. Now, the first items to go were his laptop, his iPod, and a tuxedo. Very generous of him. It is 2:58. We'll be back in just 2 minutes with our top stories. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, it's Fitz with Slap Chop. You're going to be in a great mood all day because you're going to be slapping your troubles away with the Slap Chop. Now look, here's a potato. 1 slap, you got big chunks for stews. 2 slaps, home fries in a second. You add a mushroom, the more you do it, the finer it gets. You don't have to switch any blades. You love salad, you hate making it. Take the stringy celery, take the carrots, salad. I love pizza too, but once in a while, get the veggies in. At least throw it on top of the pizza. This tuna looks boring. Stop having a boring tuna. Stop having a boring life. Here's a hard-boiled egg. 1 chop, you add the pickle, you add the green onion. And then what you can do, you can mix things together. You add the ham. You don't have time to make breakfast. You're going to have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're going to love my nuts. Watch this. You can do everything in the cover. It's so easy. 1 finger. Kids can do it. They're going to charge you $1 for toppings at the ice cream stores. What about fruit? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful on your ice cream? It's so easy to clean. 1, 2. And pops open like that, like a butterfly to clean. Now, these other ones that you've seen in the store, you can't clean it. It doesn't open up. Bacteria gets in the food. You don't want bacteria in your food, right, guys? Forget about that. Take this Slap Chop onion with the skin. All right, this is making you cry, making me cry. Life's hard enough as it is. You don't want to cry anymore. The skin's at the bottom. And look, if you want a little bit of onions, you don't want to drag out the food processor, the skin comes right off. We're going to make America skinny again. 1 slap at a time. When you buy the Slap Chop, we're going to give you the grady for cheese. White cheese, yellow cheese in the container. Comes with a twister. And watch this. Tacos, fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini. Comes with 2 blades. Just bang it. Fine and coarse. Parmesan. Comes with a cover. Stay sealed. Put it in the fridge. Take it out when you need it. The Slap Chop sells for $19.95. And we're going to give you the grady absolutely free. But if you call now, within the next 20 minutes, because you know we can't do this all day, we'll double the offer. Just pay separate shipping and handling. So that's 2 sets for $19.95. Here's how to order.
Call the number on your screen to take advantage of this amazing buy one get one free Slap Chop offer. And when you do, ask about our folding cutting board. This is an amazing buy one get one free deal. Don't miss out. Call the number on your screen. Call now.
Happy holidays from CHCH. From the Hamilton Halton Niagara News Center, this is CHCH News Now.
Ontario's highest court rejects appeals from the father and stepmother of Randall Dooley and what has been called one of Canada's worst child case abuses. And one of the accused in the 2005 Boxing Day fatal shooting of Jane Creba on Toronto's Yonge Street has been sentenced to at least 12 years in prison. Good afternoon. It's 3 p.m. You're watching News Now. Ontario's highest court has upheld murder convictions against Randall Dooley's parents. Marcia and Tony Dooley, Randall's father and stepmother, were sentenced to life in prison in 2002 and what the judge called one of the worst cases of child abuse in Canadian history. Today, the Ontario Court of Appeals dismissed their arguments that the trial judge made legal errors. Randall was 7 years old when he died in 1998. He had 13 fractured ribs and multiple brain injuries. A suspect in the 2005 Boxing Day shooting of Jane Creba has been handed a life sentence with no chance of parole for 12 years. 27-year-old Jeremiah Valentine pleaded guilty to second-degree murder today. 15-year-old Jane Creba was shot shopping with her mother and sister in downtown Toronto when she was caught in the crossfire of a shooting between rival gangs. 4 men were acquitted of manslaughter charges in November after the Crown said there was no reasonable prospect of a conviction. While hockey legend Guy Lafleur may be the key to tracking down a missing boy, 15-year-old David Fortin of Lac-Saint-Jean, Quebec, was last seen in a crowd behind Lafleur. The former Montreal Canadian was being interviewed earlier this month when a sharp-eyed viewer noticed the boy in the crowd and called police. Fortin